Mike Piazzas Strike Zone is almost universally lambasted as a bad game.
Mike Piazzas Strike Zone.
It often appears in top 10 worst N64 game lists.
Welcome to Jacobs Field.
Play ball!
And has a reported 36% game rankings aggregate score. So, for me, someone who doesn't like sports games, I was expecting to have a bad time playing it. And don't get me wrong, I did in fact have a bad time. I did not enjoy it. The game is ugly, repetitive, and shallow. But I didn't enjoy Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. or All-Star Baseball 99 either. In fact, in some ways I found Strike Zone preferable to those other games. I know, there must be something wrong with me. I think part of the reason for that is that I am not a sports fan, and I find baseball particularly boring. So the traditionally good baseball games didn't hit for me the way that they would if I was more of a fan. But that should make me hate a bad baseball game even more, right? Well, yes, theoretically. It really depends on what makes a baseball game good. Team management options? I don't want to mess with any of that. I just want to play baseball. Having several options for pitches you can throw? I don't want to think about that. I just want to play baseball. How about realistic hitting mechanics for the batters? Just let me swing the dang bat. I just want to play baseball. This game does feature some of these more complex mechanics. They just don't really work correctly or seem to matter much. There's a simplicity to it that I like.
That ball's belted.
Yeah.
It's a home run.
None of that means it is by any means a good game. I'm just not so sure it's as bad as the reviews had led me to believe. As I said, I was expecting a 3 out of 10 like the reviews claimed the game is.
This game is boring.
I suppose I should break it down to highlight what this game does right and where it fails. Graphically, this game is awful. I've seen worse-looking baseball games, but not on the N64. The character models are minimal, with flat colors and limited textures, and the walking animations are maybe 10 frames per second. I didn't count them, but it's really choppy. The crowd in the stadium is just smudgy colored shapes that look bad at a distance and worse up close.
Come on, right field. Oh, come on! Why'd you just run right past it? Run towards the... What the French was that?
Nothing about this game looks good. The menus are flat Web 1.0 style graphics. I will give them props for the team select screen. It and the title screen look okay. However, the graphic designer in me says the text on the title screen is hard to read. It's just the title and the words "Press Start," so not a big deal from an end-user perspective. There is no frame where all the letters in the words "Strike Zone" are visible at one time. I'm just nitpicking here, but I wanted a screenshot of the title screen where the title was visible, and I couldn't get it, and I'm bitter about that.
Don't throw it there, throw it.
Hey!
The sound is also unimpressive. Like the graphics, it's not the worst I've heard, but it's the worst for a baseball game on the N64. The announcer only has a few phrases he says, and it quickly gets repetitive. The music intros that play as the batters approach the plate are generic, and they get old fast. Fortunately, they can be skipped. The other sounds are basic and not very dynamic. For example, hitting the ball makes an unimpressive clunk that is the same every time no matter how hard the ball was hit. The cheering crowd doubles as white noise sounds so you can use it to help you fall asleep, if that's your thing. I think the most bothersome sound in the game is the comically cartoonish slide whistle sound that fly balls make. It doesn't fit with the rest of the game, and it serves no real purpose. I get that it's an auditory cue to indicate how high the ball is, but it's unnecessary. I'm going to run full speed to the big bullseye on the ground regardless of how high up the ball is. And speaking of running at full speed, These guys are slow.
No, run. Go get it. Go get the ball.
I get that it's a big field, and I'm sure I couldn't do any better, but I'm not in a video game, so I shouldn't be held to that same standard. Anyway, the gameplay is really simplistic when compared to Major League Baseball and All-Star Baseball. You can play the game with just the A button, and I like that about it. Swing the bat? A button. Throw the ball? A button. It's pretty easy to play the game. Of course, if you want to play the game well, there's more to it than just pushing the A button, but I appreciate that you can play the game without knowing all the ins and outs of the game mechanics. Hitting the ball was okay. Home runs seem to happen more frequently than they should, especially for the CPU. Fielding is a mess. The players will run right over a grounder, or the game will switch which player you're controlling, causing them to run in the wrong direction, completely missing the ball.
Run. Get it. What did you change?
They also like to throw the ball home, even when the runner is heading to first.
Don't throw it home. Throw it to the first baseman, you dum-dum.
You have to make sure you're aiming at the right base, even though it's not immediately apparent where the runners are. This really should be automatic. If there are no runners on, throwing to first should be the default. Honestly, throwing to first should just always be the default. If there's a situation where throwing elsewhere is needed, that should be when additional inputs are needed. So, do I think this game is awful? No. Do I think it's a good game? Also, no. It is a bad game, but it's not broken or unplayable. I didn't enjoy it, but I haven't enjoyed any baseball game so far.
Well, I tried.
So I'm probably not the best judge of sports titles. It's an easy game to pick up and play, and I like that about it. There's no learning curve, so long as you're familiar with the rules of baseball and how video games work.
Hey, you broke your bat.
If you've never played this game, you're not missing much. It's not the worst N64 game I've played, but it is the worst N64 baseball game I've played. It's ugly, lazy, flat, and boring. It's an oof on the tier list. It's definitely not good, but I was expecting worse. And that's another game down in my quest to play every N64 game released in North America. If you want to follow along with the series, you should subscribe. I would love to get past the sub 3,000 subs plateau I seem to be stuck at. Drop me a like and let me know in the comments what you think of this game. Have you played it? Do you disagree with my assessment? And if you really want to help the channel, become a member. Anyway, thanks for watching, good luck on all the things, and I'll see you later. Bye. Top 10 worst video. Yeah, god dang it. The menus are flat blip.
Why are they booing me?
But I wanted a title. The announcer only has a few phrases and say full speed to the big bullseye on the ground compared to Major League Baseball and All-Star Base and All-Star. The traditionally good baseball games didn't hit it off. I hate this game.